In the heart of Leamington Spa, what began as a peaceful sunlit day seemed like any other. The town's parks, usually filled with laughter and the gentle hum of daily life, offered a sense of calm and safety to everyone who visited. But for one 15-year-old girl, that sense of security was shattered in an instant, turning her ordinary afternoon into a day she would never forget. As she strolled through the familiar paths, she was approached by two 17-year-old boys, Jan Jahanzeb and Israr Niazal. At first, their approach seemed casual, even friendly, as if they were just looking for conversation or companionship. However, their friendliness was nothing more than a carefully crafted ruse. With subtle persuasion, they convinced her to follow them to a more secluded, hidden part of the park, away from the safety of open spaces and watchful eyes. It was there, in the shadows of the trees, that their true intentions became horrifyingly clear. What followed was a calculated, brutal attack that would leave lasting trauma. The two boys, both asylum seekers from Afghanistan, committed a horrific sexual assault, leaving behind a scene that would haunt the community and forever change the life of their victim. The park, once a symbol of innocence and safety for local families, was now marked by the memory of a devastating betrayal. Its familiar sights became reminders of what had been lost. This was not a random act of violence. It was a premeditated crime that shattered a young girl's sense of trust and left the entire community reeling in shock and grief. The trust she placed in others was cruelly twisted and used against her, leaving deep emotional scars that may never fully heal. Her innocence was stolen in a moment of unimaginable cruelty. For this young victim, what should have been a simple, carefree walk in the park became a nightmare, one that would change her life and the lives of those around her forever.
After the attack, I ran. My heart was pounding in my chest, and every step felt heavy, but I knew I couldn't stop. The streets were empty, shadows stretching across the pavement, but I kept going, desperate to get away from danger. I just needed to find help. Every house I passed, every light in a window, gave me hope that someone would hear me. I was scared, but I forced myself to keep moving, searching for someone who could help me. I flagged down a passerby and told them what happened. My voice was shaking, but I managed to explain enough for them to understand the urgency. They listened, comforted me, and immediately called for help.
Despite her trauma, she acted with remarkable courage, immediately seeking help. Even though she was terrified and in shock, she didn't let fear stop her from doing what was right. Her quick thinking set the investigation in motion and ensured the police could respond fast. Because she acted so quickly, officers were able to arrive at the scene within minutes, gathering crucial evidence and starting their search for the suspects. She gave a clear account, helping police identify her attackers. Her memory and attention to detail, even in such a stressful moment, were vital in piecing together what had happened. Her bravery didn't stop there. She recounted the ordeal to police, doctors, and in court. Each time she spoke, she faced her fears again, determined to make sure the truth was heard. Each time she relived the trauma, determined to see justice done. It wasn't easy, but she knew that by speaking up, she could help protect others and prevent this from happening again. Her actions protected not just herself, but her community. Her courage inspired others to come forward, and her story brought people together, making the neighborhood safer for everyone. The police and judge praised her extraordinary strength. They recognized her for her bravery, resilience, and the vital role she played in bringing the attackers to justice. Her story is one of suffering, but also of incredible resilience. She showed that even in the darkest moments, courage and determination can shine through, inspiring everyone around her. In court, the evidence was undeniable. Jahanzeb and Niyazal pleaded guilty to rape, sparing the victim a full trial. The judge called their actions calculated and predatory, a betrayal of trust and sanctuary. Jahanzeb received 10 years and 8 months. Niyazal, 9 years and 10 months. Both were placed on the sex offenders register for life and given indefinite restraining orders. The sentencing acknowledged the victim's pain and her bravery. While no sentence could undo the harm, justice was served. The conclusion of the court case did not bring closure or relief for the victim and her family. Instead, it marked the beginning of a new chapter of pain and uncertainty. The emotional wounds left behind by the ordeal linger, affecting every aspect of their daily lives.
My life's been turned upside down. Every day feels different now, and nothing is as it used to be. I struggle to find comfort in the things I once loved, and my room feels unfamiliar, almost like it belongs to someone else. I'm anxious, afraid, and I've lost my sense of safety. Even simple things, like looking out the window or walking down the street, fill me with dread. I constantly worry about what might happen next.
Our family is grieving. We try to support each other, but the pain is always there, just beneath the surface. It's hard to find the right words to say, so often we just sit together in silence, holding on to each other. Our home is filled with sadness and worry. The laughter and warmth we once shared have been replaced by uncertainty and fear. Every conversation seems to circle back to what happened and how we can move forward.
Their statements in court revealed the deep, lasting impact of the crime. The trauma has changed the way they see the world and the way they relate to each other. Healing will take time, and the scars may never fully fade. The attack disrupted Emily's education, her dreams, and her ability to trust others. She finds it difficult to focus on her studies, and her hopes for the future now seem distant and uncertain. The family faces a long, uncertain journey of healing. Each day brings new challenges, but they are determined to support one another and find a way forward, even when the path is unclear. The judge recognized their courage in sharing their pain, acknowledging the strength it took to speak out. Their voices were heard, and their bravery was honored in the courtroom. The scars left by such violence are invisible, but life-changing. The family's journey is far from over, but together they hold on to hope that in time, healing will come. News of the attack shocked Leamington Spa and Warwickshire. Sympathy for the victim quickly turned to outrage and fear about public safety.
The attacker's status as asylum seekers sparked debate and protest about immigration controls.
The case exposed tensions. Some called for compassion, others for tougher policies. Community leaders urged unity, warning against blaming all asylum seekers. The incident damaged trust and left residents fearful. The community now faced hard questions about safety, integration, and identity. The conversation was difficult, but necessary. The case became a national headline, igniting fierce debate. The judge lifted reporting restrictions, naming the offenders in the public interest. Media coverage focused on the crime's brutality and the attackers' backgrounds. Politicians used the case to argue for tough asylum laws or to caution against scapegoating. The story became a touchstone in the UK's immigration debate. The victim's bravery was praised, but the wider issues divided opinion. The media shaped public perception, fueling a nationwide conversation. This tragedy was no longer just local. It was about Britain as a whole. As the headlines fade, the community must reflect on the lessons learned. Supporting survivors is paramount. Counselling and care are essential. The case highlights the need for better integration and support for young asylum seekers. Stronger support systems can prevent isolation and crime. Anger must not turn to hatred. Unity is key to safer communities. Justice means holding individuals accountable, not entire groups. Building trust requires open, honest conversations and shared responsibility. The memory of this tragedy should inspire us to build bridges, not walls,